Today, database changes are one of the last manual steps in software delivery. With Harness Database DevOps, we're changing that by using AI to let developers describe what they want and instantly generate safe, compliant migrations. I want to show you a quick day in the life for how a developer can author and deploy a database schema migration more easily than ever, even when they're not database experts. Harness AI empowers developers to describe their desired change and have the migration automatically generated. I've just asked Harness AI to create a new series of data tables and to add some data to them. I've provided this description as a simple English language description of what I need. I haven't mentioned foreign keys or any specific database terms other than table, column, and row. Harness takes this prompt and analyzes the existing state of the database and my configured policies to ensure the change works on my database and doesn't violate my policies. These prompts can be either vague or extremely specific, and Harness will ask follow-up questions if needed. On the right-hand side of the screen here, you can see that Harness has just generated a change that will implement my request. I can provide follow-up instructions to Harness AI to iterate on it, for example, to add a ticket number to every change. I can also perform manual edits if desired. As you can see, Harness has added the labels that I just told it to add. If everything looks good, I can click Test and Preview. This triggers a Harness pipeline that automatically validates this change. This pipeline is fully tracked and auditable, just like any other Harness pipeline. This pipeline does a dry run of this change against a real database instance. During this fully simulated deployment, we compute the exact SQL that would be run and pass it through our governance engine to ensure it is compliant with our policies. This dry run allows you to validate the change without actually applying the change or touching any real data. While the pipeline runs, let me walk you through this specific change. As requested, we have a new table called Animals with my requested columns. Even though my prompt doesn't talk about keys, Harness correctly identified that the genus species column should be a primary key, just like a senior DBA would. Harness also added edit tracking columns that are required by a policy that my DBA had configured. In addition, the system has created a second table of birds, again with my requested columns. Harness AI recognized the relationship between birds and animals and added the foreign key automatically so that we can associate the birds and their airspeeds back to the bird's Latin name. All changes also automatically generated rollback migrations that can undo the change if a rollback is required. We've added rows to our animals table for both canaries and swallows. And in the animals table, we added a new row for Captain Canary, the Harness mascot. And we've added records for swallows, both African and European, so that we can finally see their unladen airspeeds. And as you can see, the African swallow is clearly faster than the European swallow. The pipeline that tested our change finished completely and automatically opened a PR that we can merge via our typical Git workflow. Once merged, it will deploy to my development environment. This pipeline is going to merge the change via my normal workflow. It will start by pulling down the desired state of the database from Git, and then update our caches of the current state of the database from the live running database. After again testing that the change meets our governance rules, the system will apply it. On the right-hand side, you can see a list of all changes that have been applied to the database. The green ones at the top are the new ones being applied by my PR merging. For all changes, I can see who authored it, why, and when it deployed. On the right-hand side of the table, you can see tags. These are rollback points. Harness automatically ensures a tag exists before any deployment so that you can always roll back if needed. Tags can be system-generated or use provided values like release numbers, ticket numbers, or as I'm doing in this demo, get SHAs. I can also click in to any change to view its details as they appear in Git, or the exact SQL that it ran against the database. Now that our pipeline has finished, let's go look and see which environments have my change. This screen lets me easily see which of my database changes are deployed where. Each row is a change, and each column is one of my database instances. So far, we've only deployed our change to my development environment. When I'm ready to deploy to staging and prod, I'll just merge a PR to the appropriate branch to deploy to those environments. If anything goes wrong, or I want more detail, I can easily click in to see the details of the change or the specific pipeline execution that applied it. We've shown you how Harness Database DevOps leverages AI to empower your developers to quickly and easily design database schema migrations, and how you can leverage GitOps to manage your database migration release lifecycle via a common GitOps workflow. This is what AI-native DevOps looks like. Developers move faster, DBAs keep control, and every change is safe, testable, and reversible. Harness is bringing true DevOps velocity to the database layer. If you'd like to learn more about Harness Database DevOps and discuss how we can help you accelerate your database changes, let us know by clicking the link in the video description.